You can see here cars honking in support of these nurses. We have been hearing from management here at Mount Sinai. In the last hour, I spoke with someone asking, hey, has there progress been made? She just looked at me and said, not much to say. We will have a press conference later today. But I want to bring in two of the nurses who work here at Mount Sinai. We have Michelle and Andrea. Michelle's been here for 14 years, Andrea for 11 years. Tell us, what is the mood? We see the crowds out here, day 2. How are you both feeling?
We're feeling pretty motivated to kind of hold the line out here today and going forward. We know what we're fighting for, and we know that they're noble causes despite what the hospital administrators would have the public think. So we're just out here fighting for safe staffing, healthcare for ourselves, and just want to take better care of our communities.
So when we hear management saying that what your demands are extreme, using those words, are your demands extremes? Are you asking for too much money?
We are just asking for cost of living increases. We are asking for patient safety. The things we want in the last contract, we want to maintain that and just better safety for our patients. We want to make sure we are able to give them the time and the care they deserve.
Have you heard from your union? Where do you stand right now with negotiations? Any progress at all? Have you been back to the negotiating table?
Apparently the Sinai side hasn't been back to the table since the 30th of December. I believe there's a mediator involved right now, but the NYC side has been prepared to negotiate in good faith from the very beginning. So we just need our management to come to the table and have meaningful conversations about what we've proposed.
So management here at Mount Sinai, you're telling me since December 30th, which is 31st is when your contract expired, you haven't sat down with them, your union, back at the table to try to negotiate?
The last day of negotiations was January 11th, and that's the last time they sat down at the table that we are aware of.
And was there any progress made?
I am not exactly sure of all the progress that was made from there, but none of the big ones that we are outside here for.
So we heard from management as well yesterday night telling us that 20% of your colleagues went back to work yesterday and that they're expecting more to go back today and in the coming days. Have you heard that? Have you heard from your colleagues saying, you know, we're going to cross over the picket line and go back to work?
Well, I mean, there's no way for us to be certain because we're not on the inside, but based on the turnout today, I think we're maintaining those who have decided to strike as opposed to those who have decided to cross. And we have a pretty good resolution about us that, you know, crossing the picket line, it kind of devalues the profession. So I'm confident that we'll kind of maintain whatever we have going on out here. And again, I can't speak for what's going on inside.
Do you think that maybe that 20% number may not be accurate, or?
Again, they've kind of been conflating numbers this entire time to create a perception. So we can't be certain anything that they're saying, honestly.
I'm sure that this is very hard for you as nurses, that you are worried about your patients. Are you worried about your patients? Are the nurses that they brought in qualified to be in there taking care of your patients?
We absolutely are worried for our patients. They brought in temporary staff starting before the strike started, and we saw the level of qualifications that some of these travelers had. Now, they're nurses just like we're nurses. We're not going to bash them. They're in a new situation, a new environment, but they're not us. So if the doctors want to speak up for us and you know, push the management to actually do some negotiations so you can get your core staff back inside, please do so. Stand with your nurses.
We know last time, it was 3 years ago, it was 3 days that you guys were out here. Do you believe that this could be longer than that? Because 3 days will be tomorrow.
We do not want to be outside striking if we don't have to. This is the last resort. We want to be inside taking care of our patients. Our patients are from all over the world, all over the country. We have specialized care. Mount Sinai has different procedures and treatments that aren't offered in every hospital. So we want to be there taking care of them, making sure they get the care they deserve. So if we could, we would love to be there as soon as possible. But they need to negotiate in good faith, and we need to make sure we can take care of our patients effectively, and we need to make sure that we can take care of ourselves and our families.
To the patients and their loved ones who may be concerned, saying, okay, is my loved one okay inside the hospital now? Are they getting the care that they need? What's your message to those family members and those patients?
We gave the hospital a 10-day notice for them to prepare. They were preparing way in advance of this strike. Your family members should be in good hands. Again, they are not us. They are not the ones that have been trained in these specialized procedures and the standards of practice specific to this hospital, which is why we're not interchangeable. But we care about you, and we're fighting for you as much as we're fighting for ourselves, for the long term of quality care for our patients.
If you had a message or say something to the management, what would you say to them?
Come back to the table and bargain in good faith. They know very well that what they're offering is a slap in the face, and they've proven by the number of replacement nurses that they've hired prior to the strike that they have the money to invest in their nurses. So choose to invest in your nurses.
So we see this right now. They're marching, the nurses marching. Are we mobilizing today? Are we going to start marching?
Oh, absolutely. As long as we have enough numbers, if the sidewalks are bursting, then we're going to be marching.
Perfect. Ladies, thank you so much. Good luck with your negotiations. We appreciate your time. Dan, as you heard here, two nurses, experienced nurses, 14 years, 11 years. They just want the management to go back to the negotiating table so they can get out of being out here in the streets and back into
Jessica,
the hospital. Of course, we heard from
within,
Mount Sinai.
Are they still within shouting view? I was just going to ask them a quick question. Are they still within shouting view, or do they jump in the line? They're gone.
They jumped on the line, started marching with their colleagues.
All right.
You know, look, if for these nurses, you know, they don't want to be out here also talking about against their management team, so they get a little like taken back when it comes to that. They're just saying, listen, we just want to get our point across that, and according to them, they say this is not about just a pay raise, but about our safety, our health benefits, and the safety of the patients. As for the management here at Mount Sinai and the other hospitals that are affected, they're saying that they're open, their emergency rooms are open, they are staffed, and they're continuing to operate as usual. We know that the state and the city have stepped in. There are resources at every hospital in case that services are disrupted. The city and the state will step in to help. But again, you can see here, it's a lively crowd. They're out here. They said they'll continue to be out here as long as it takes. We know that later today, I was told that before 2 o'clock, there will be a press conference. Mount Sinai management will be talking to the media. We hope to learn more as to, did they go back to the negotiating table today? Has any progress been made? Hopefully we'll find out more information in the coming hours, Dan.
All right, Jessica Formoso, live outside Mount Sinai, where certainly there is still a passionate crowd. Those nurses sort of marching on the sidewalk there. Jessica, thank you very much.